know if you'll see this, but just watch over on the right there. You'll see right in front of you, right there, yellow square box. 60 gives me a thumbs down. It did it. I hope you saw that. The locals, I think the city or the police put that up to show us what speed we're going. It's supposed to be 50 kilometers here, which is next to walking speed. But it's giving me a thumbs down. I said to my wife, you know, it should be giving me a thumbs up because I got away with speeding again and the police didn't get me. No ticket. Wow, look at that. It's like one of the first mornings I actually go out and do some snow plowing and the sun is coming up. I'm just going to go do the spots that drifted in some corners and things. And you know, I think the whole month of January we didn't have 2 days in a row this cold. And yes, last night and tonight are going to be, I don't know, lower than 10 Fahrenheit, so about minus 20 tonight. Last night was minus 16 Celsius. We didn't get 2 days in a row like that in January. We had some days, but it was fluctuating above and below freezing the whole month. That's what made it so hard, because you got to salt every time. There's no powder snow. It's slush, then ice, then slush, and then turns to ice again. It's night and day. It's the worst. Hey, remember that snowbank from a couple of weeks ago? And this one here, still pretty big, this one. But it's dropped down at least 3-4 feet. It's about half as big as it was. So I think I could have got away with not even showing up here today. Little skiff of snow here and there where the wind blew.
Low battery. Power.
Yeah, whatever. It's minus... I mentioned that earlier, I think. It's very cold out today. Well, I'm done this parking lot. Took me, what, about 20 seconds? I don't know. I think that's all I'm going to do here. I think I threw down just enough salt yesterday that it pretty well all melted. Oh, it's going to take me like 4 more seconds to get this parking lot piled. You know, I came here expecting to do the walkways, but I think they're about 90% bare. If I'd have done them yesterday, they probably wouldn't look as good as they do now. The wind was swirling around so hard, it would have been a waste of time. So you gotta wait for the wind to stop, and then you gotta go at it hard, get it all done. But nobody said anything, so I'm taking my chances, because we're over 250 now. So as soon as we get over 250, I start telling people, listen, it's a reduced service now, because my budget's blown. And we had at least, I didn't count them, but we had at least 4 or 5 freezing rain, bad ones. One of them was so bad. There's a video of it. It's at night. You can watch that video. It's totally dark. I think I was here at like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was January 2nd, which was a holiday here. I think it was January 2nd. And because the first was on a Sunday, the second landed on a Monday, so that was their holiday. So this place didn't open up until Tuesday. Well, thank God, because if it had opened on, if that was the 3rd of January and people were showing up here with that ice, it would have been deadly. It's the worst freezing rain we've had in years and years and years. It was just, you could have put a pair of hockey skates on and skated this whole complex. You know, every parking lot, every walkway, even the main road. When I arrived here with the salt truck, that's how it was, a good 3/4 of an inch thick of ice. And here I'm rambling. You know, last year I bought this truck in the middle or the end of March. I can't remember what day in March, but I had the old plow was off my old truck. This plow was off my old truck, and my plan was to install it over the summer. You know, over the spring and summer. I figured I had all summer. This was the end of March. Took a chance. I said, well, you probably, and it didn't snow any time after I bought the plow until April, and we got nailed twice in April. But we managed to get through, but totally caught me off guard. Here I am with a plow truck with no plow, and one of those snowstorms was 8 inches of snow. This parking lot's shaded most of the day and it didn't melt here. So this will take me 3 minutes to plow this one. I can handle that. I'll throw a little salt down too. Well, the snow has really evaporated here yesterday or something. I did a little bit of plowing, but I didn't think I did that much of a great job. It just went right up into the sky. Not a puddle. It's good. This will be a really easy day. I need some days like that. This may be my last snow plowing video for 2016-17. Although, just the fact that I said that, I doubt it now. I think we'll, it's only the 3rd of March now. Is it the 3rd today? Yep. We've got a long way to go. I sometimes feel like we get gypped in this country because this winter is a season and a half long. It's not one season, it's 5-month winters. And we go from snow. Last year we had snow right till the end of April, because it snowed right till the end of April, and 3 weeks later we were cutting grass. It's 2.5, 3 weeks later the grass needed to be cut. So that's a pretty short spring. 2 weeks of spring, as soon as I start cutting grass, I consider that summer. I mean, it's warm enough for the grass to grow. But it is my favorite time of year, springtime. I am going to have to do a little bit of work on the walkways because it drifted in a few spots, and it's a good 1.5 to 2 inches deep in some areas, but not very much. It won't probably only take me half an hour. Just go over there everything really quick and pack it in and get out of here. I think I'll take my son to a museum or something today. I mentioned that to him yesterday and he liked the idea, so a little father-son time. He's off today. Everyone's in a good mood this time of year because we know what's coming next. are getting longer. If I'd have taken this video in the beginning of January or so, it would be dark for another hour. It's dark till about 8 o'clock, and it's before 7 right now. So. All right, that road looks good. So I just watched a couple of minutes of that video from the 15th, and the snowbanks are double or maybe even triple the size they are now. And have a good look at these snowbanks here. I was kind of worried about, you see, that's what happens when we have a bad winter. It's not plowing the snow that takes up the time. It's worn out cutting edges. It's snowbanks that need to be pushed back. I can spend a whole day here pushing snowbanks back, or hooking up the snowblower and blowing them back. Now I have room to shoot the snow over the top. Both sides here. This is where they get the biggest. The picture of my truck on the beginning of the video from yesterday is right here somewhere. Like, my truck is parked right on that curve somewhere. And that's March 24th. I mentioned that. And you can see they were big on the 15th of February. Probably as big as that picture. I only took that picture. I couldn't believe how big they were. And if we'd have got another 20 centimeter or 30 centimeter snowfall, I would have been piling it up on the road because there was nowhere else to put it. Oh, see the turkey crossing there? Turkey alert. There they are. Those are good sized turkeys. Maybe I'll invite one of them to Easter dinner. Okay, I'm gonna hop in that little tractor, and it'll probably take me 15-20 minutes. Want to come along? Well, I don't know if this thing's going to start. It's got the block heater had tripped on it, so the plug for the block heater. But one thing I forgot to mention is on my video of my little tractor I have at home, it's got a 2-speed PTO here. It's got 1100 RPM and a 2500 RPM PTO, power takeoff, and the newer models only have 1 speed. So the old attachments can run on this. You got to run them at the high speed. But the older attachments on this machine you cannot run on the newer machines unless you gear them down or something. If they're designed, like this snowblower is designed to run at 1100 RPMs, but on the other ones they're 2500. There's only 1 speed. So that means if you ran the snowblower on a newer model, you'd burn out the gearbox in front, which is not cheap to repair. But there we go. We got 5,000. What do we got? 5,100, and I can't quite see there, but let's see if I can get an angle where you can see without any glare. 5,148.7 hours. Let's see if it starts. I have my doubts. So a little tiny block heater is plugged in now. I'm going to have to give it some time. It won't start. But there's a little motor. Just goes and goes and goes. So I'll have to give it an hour and try it again. I didn't think it would start. Minus 20 is the threshold for that machine. Actually minus 15 or so Celsius. After that, it's pretty iffy. But what I should have done was that the first minute I was here, that's normally what I do. I come and check them because those ground fault interrupters, they're great to save lives, I guess. They probably do what they're supposed to, stop people from getting electrocuted, but they're no damn good for block heaters. Totally unreliable. I'm thinking of bypassing that thing. Take that plug right out of there and bypass the interrupter, change the plug to a regular one or something, because this is going to add an hour to my day now. And I've told the electrician that thing keeps tripping all winter. Sometimes it trips every 20 minutes, so I got to come and check it, reset the thing. 20 minutes later, come and plan on starting my machine, and when I come back, it's tripped again. So I've been lucky this winter. I got away with it. I haven't had any problem with it because I'm aware of that problem, but I don't know. It's frustrating. Oh, I found more snow to plow, so give us something to do while we wait for that to warm up. You know, every machine I own is different. They are all, you might have the identical same engine and machine tractor, whatever, and the motor behaves totally different. Some start well in the cold, some don't start well in the cold. And you'd think the older machines wouldn't start as well as the newer ones. Not the case. Some the ones with the most hours on seem to start the best sometimes. So I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense, but that's the way it is. There, that's what I mean by drifted. There's a drift. Blue. It comes howling through that. See that little space between those two? The storage bill right there. That little comes howling through there, and like a leaf blower. And the snow spins around like a little mini tornado in there. Well, that's done. We had a little problem with this tractor at 3060, and it's got no hours on it. I think it's got 700 or 800 hours on it. I don't know what's going on with it, but something's not right. So I don't even want to talk about it. Pretty upset about that, but what can you do when you got older machines? Got low hours, but it's old. It's over 10 years old. It's probably 15. So I can't use that today. You've probably been wondering why I haven't been using it, but we thought we had the problem fixed, and then it came back, so I can't figure out what it is. Nice to see the sun. It's hard to believe in about 6-7 weeks from now we'll be cutting grass. -20 tonight. I always find that amazing this time of year with this much snow. It's so cold. 6-7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. Our first cut. Here's our other little tractor, summer tractor. That one's got a lot of hours. I can see it underneath the building right there, right in there. You can just see a piece of it. I think you can. I don't know. That should be covered up. I had a cover on it, and the cover tore from the wind flapping around, and anyway, it should be inside. I don't like to leave machines outside. That's the only machine I own right now that's outside over the winter, that's not being used. Well, this is the last parking lot I gotta check. I forgot all about this one. And I knew there was a little bit of snow in it. But unless I can get that little tractor going, I'll put a little bit of that video in there. I don't know if you want to watch that, but I'll put it at the very end. I still got about 6 minutes of plowing with the big case tractor on the 15th that hasn't been put on YouTube yet, so excuse me. I'll tack that on after this, and maybe the next video you'll see of me will be cutting grass. Nice green grass. I doubt it. I'll have lots of stuff before then. But shop stuff. Repairing broken equipment, I call it. My channel, maybe I should have called it Ancient Iron or Antique Iron. You know, all my machines are 45 years, 100 years old. Told my buddy that. I said, should have called me Analog Man, or digital way. The digital age passed me by. Everything I own is antique analog. My milling machine, my lathes, both lathes. The horizontal mill, 111 years old, 1906. It's been retrofitted with a gearbox. There's a video of that. You can watch that video. It's a short one. I think it's too long. It's pretty cool. Cool machine. Does amazing things. I used it to make, to adapt a little plate for the quick change tool post for the Atlas lathe. I adapted it to fit the holder on that lathe. That was just a couple of weeks ago. Took no time. There's beautiful sunshine. I think the whole month of December and January we might have had like 3 or 4 days of sunshine, more than like a few minutes of sunshine. Everybody was telling me they're depressed and so on and so forth. This is 20 minutes long, this video. Oh, I'll have to edit this down, whittle it down a little bit. Thanks for watching.